Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back. It's been a long time, but I'm back, and I'm gonna give you a bit of a video on my opinion of the World War II beta. First of all, I'd just like to say I will have a video coming out sometime soon. So I'm just explaining like where I've been, what's been happening and stuff. Like why my last video was in the War II beta opinion. So it's been about a year, but I'm back. And yeah, let's get into this beta. So first up, it was great. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it to the point where this week, in between the two beta weekends, I kind of feel lost on what I want to play because I just want to play more World War II. It's a hard life, but yeah. Before we start on my opinions and stuff, I just want to say this is just my opinion, so if it's different to yours, then cool, each their own, like just opinions and stuff, alright, don't give me shit. Let's start with the good stuff though. So, straight up, it's boots on the ground. And let's just take that in for a moment and just realize that it's such a good thing. If you've been a fan of COD for a long time, and you'll really appreciate the fact that we're moving away from jetpacks now. It changes the pace of the game completely, slows it down. Well, I wouldn't say completely, but it slows it down quite a bit. Becomes far more strategic, and it's like in competitive environments, it's less so one-on-one gunfights and more so team strats, team positioning. All that sort of stuff. It's good stuff, you know. And even in the beta build, playing 66, most players you play with are your average pub players who, you know, just got an early pre-order of the game. But it felt like playing the map well and, you know, playing spawns well if you're on like domination or hardpoint or whatever. It felt so much more rewarding than just going straight through like pure gunfights. It like even in 66 non-competitive, it just felt so much more like that. And it's, I don't know, it was a good thing for me to feel. Another good thing to note is that the maps, in my opinion, were pretty good. A lot of people didn't like the trench map, that point to Hawk or whatever. I played it way too much on the first day of the beta. I probably played that map like 20 times alone before I played any of the other ones, but in my opinion it's not that bad. Perhaps it's not the greatest, but it's seriously like I wouldn't put it in like a worst COD map in history or sort of thing. The Gibraltar map, there was a new one that was in the esports reveal. I really liked that map, like really liked it. Great gun diversity on there. Different line of sights and angles, there's a bit of height changes, and you know, just overall it was really nice. And then finally there's the Ardennes forest, whatever it's called. The map that I'm playing on now, the forest map with the ruins and stuff like that. It's like such a solid map. It's your like generic 3-lane map. With like crosses in between each lane. I personally feel like this is probably going to be a comp map, even just because the hardpoint locations and stuff seem to be really good, and the spawns, like in general on all the maps, the spawns were pretty good, but especially on this map, I felt like an anchor could do so well on this map, and the spawns were so important for the hard points and stuff, so I liked it to be able to see that. Just with spawns though, there was a couple of times, I think it was in a domination, there was a couple of times where I like got people into a spawn trap, and it was literally like the same person just over and over getting killed by me, which isn't too nice. I'm sure it'll get fixed though, so I'm not gonna give it too much time. But now let's move on to the negative or bad things about the beta. Remember, this is just the beta build. Things are subject to change or improve or whatever. But in my opinion, nothing was exactly terrible, but there was definitely room to improve, let's say. And I think pretty much everyone agrees on the flinch and the ADS out of sprint times. So with the sprint ADS times, it was slightly too slow to the point where if you just L triggered everywhere, it was pretty effective compared to like running and gunning. If you don't know what I mean by the sprint ADS time, it's when you're sprinting and then you press your aim down sights button. That delay was very slow and it didn't change with quick draw. That's the thing. Your quick draw attachment didn't do anything to your sprint ADS times. Quick draw only affects it in the current build of the game if you're like just standing still or you're walking. And then quick draw is like decent. It does improve your aim down sight speed quite a lot, but your sprint ADS time, so I think that's already going to be changed though. I'm pretty sure Sledgehammer are already talking about changing that, so there we go. And then of course, like, it's not exactly a bad thing that it's too slow, because running and gunning, individual gunfights, that it's all in the same sort of category of things, and that's all like a jetpack is like best drink. So coming into a boots on the ground game, it's much better to have it slower, but not this slow. This slow is like too slow. And then the other thing is the flinch. In the current build of the game, the flinch mechanics is based on like how many bullets hit you compared to how much damage those bullets do. So I got this off Parasite's thread on the COD competitive subreddit. If you don't keep up to date with that, you probably should. It's pretty good. But basically, that's why the STG and the PPSH were so strong, because they both got high fire rates. PPSH was highest until they added in the waffle. But it means that you're pumping down so many bullets that things like the M1 Grand, best example, super slow firing, but it's like 2-shot kill, but you can't land those 2 shots because you're getting hit by 5, and those 5 shots just put your aim up way too high. So it basically just needs to be ideally combined, so it's not just fire rate that like is really good for giving flinch, but damage as well. Like the M1 Grand should give you a decent amount of flinch when you get hit by it, but at the same time, we don't want to make the PPSH and the waffle just pea shooters, because that's not nice either. But it is a bit of a dream to have a combination of the both, but something needs to change there, and I think that is in the works to be changed anyway. I'm pretty sure that in the sprint ADS times have already been talked about by Sledgehammer Games for hopefully the second weekend in the beta, so just a couple of days, or definitely in the full build. Pretty sure they're already talking about it, so that's great news here. Moving on though, let's talk about a little bit about the esports. So we already know some of it, of course, the esports reveal, and we know the CWR is going to be returning. Last year, it was different to the Black Ops 3 year. They tried to prove it, take from our feedback, and did what they could to improve it. So I think they're going to do that again, and so it will be a bit different. There is a lot of FAs in this game. This is just like something off the top of my head. I've got like notes on my screen and stuff, but this right now is just off the top of my head. There is a lot of FAs in the community right now, like free agents. There is so many teams that could be coming into the scene. Returning players, new players, people who just turned 18, like youth and all that sort of stuff. That I think I would personally love to see some sort of amateur league, like some sort of like pro league, and then the AM league. That I think would be crucial to COD esports continue to rise up, because at the moment, unless you're like friends with pro players, or you get really lucky at like an open event and just go on a tier and I don't know, finish like top 12 when you're just like an AM team, then it is super difficult to get into the pro scene at the moment. But regardless, I think the esports Sledgehammer Games is pretty good for the esports support. In AW it wasn't too bad at all. So I think they'll improve again. Also, we got Rambo behind like the maps and stuff. He's like a map designer, manager, or I don't know what the official name is. But he basically like oversees how the maps are made and like where the spawn points will be and you know the OBJ locations, all that sort of stuff. He like overlooks it. If you don't know who Rambo is, he was a pro player from like way back, like at least Inver 2, maybe even earlier. He sort of retired in like Ghosts, but he was known for his strategy more so than his gun skill. One-on-one gunfights, he might not be able to win 90% of the time, but his strategy, his positioning, all that was really good. So knowing that he is now behind the maps as well, and he was in that esports reveal live stream talking about it. It's just like in that live stream he was talking about how so and so if he's going to be here, then it's going to be affecting these spawns, and he's going to get good spawns here, and like he's already thinking about that, and just knowing that that is behind the maps that we're going to be playing on, that is so nice. But yeah, I think that about does it for me for this video. I have some plans for videos over the next probably week or so. So I have quite a few gameplays from the first beta weekend, and then of course the second beta weekend is just going to start in a couple of days, so I'll get a ton more then. I'll probably try to stagger them so that up until the launch of the official game, I'll have videos on a somewhat regular basis, because I don't really have anything else to upload anyway, and I want to get back into a regular upload schedule. I've also got an Elgato coming, ordered it June 2nd. It's still awaiting to be delivered to where I bought it from their supplier or whatever. So RIP. It's been how long? Like more than 2 months, almost 3 months to the date as I was making this video. So still holding that L. But oh well. I'll catch you guys in another video, hopefully soon. If you had any other thoughts about the first beta weekend or coming into the second beta weekend, any thoughts, any opinions, let me know down in the comments and stuff like that. Leave a like, you know, all that normal YouTuber stuff. But yeah, I'll see you guys soon, probably, hopefully. I don't really know, but yeah, that's about it.
Care package on the way. Protect the drop zone. Strafing run inbound. Carry the day. Nice work, soldier.